to the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show, that's where I go for the latest planned info. So all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio.
Oh, yeah.
The All Around Town.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to All Around Town Radio on a Monday. It's our weekend update show. Here live at 5 o'clock. We got Mark Robinson singing there from Sweet Sister Mercy, bringing you our theme song. They do it to us every week, and here he goes now.
It's the Weekend Review. Top 5 are coming for you. Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well. Whatever, man. We're coming, who's playing out off the open
Oh,
jam.
yeah. Welcome, guys. Good to have you with us today. Thanks, Mark Robinson and Sweet Sister Mercy. Rob Nadler in the studio mixing that one down for us. We're having a good time here on a Monday. It's beautiful outside, so our viewership will be in the tank. It's all right. I would be outside if I could be right now. Welcome, guys, to the program, and thank you for being here on a Monday. Let me see who's checking in out there. I got some folks checking in all over the place. Glenn checking in first on the YouTube channel. Gina McCann in the house. How you doing, Gina? The lovely Gina McCann with a voice like butter sprinkled with cayenne pepper. Yes. Smooth but hot. All right. Hi, Skip from Liars for Hire. He's back from paradise. All right. Jill in the house. Jill Drew is here. So she's sitting on one side of the couch and Glenn's on the other. She's on Facebook. Glenn's on YouTube. That's how it works. It is. Mike Roberts in the house. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you yesterday. Rick House is here. Hi, Rick. Thanks for dropping in. Gina McCann. She's watching outside. Good for you. I thought about moving the whole studio outside for this one today. You know, it's that spring fever you get this time of year. Bob Klein in the house from Columbus, Ohio. How you doing, Bob? Dan is here. Hi, Dan. If you're out there, guys, say hi. We'd love to see you pop in. I see Alex Hall popping up on the screen here and a few others on this beautiful, beautiful Monday. Welcome to All Around Town Radio, guys, your number one source for live local music news, bands, venues, and more in the tri-state, and your home for everything Music Weekly. Don't forget to hit the share button on our shows or our page and share it with your music-loving friends. We'd appreciate that. You know, a little controversy goes a long way. We had the haters last week kicking us off the interwebs, and we gained about 600 viewers. So people on the page. So thank you for that. We appreciate all the attention you gave us. And Sean Cooper, how are you? Watching from the patio. How are you? I'm going to get out on the patio here in a few minutes, I think. Hi, Barry Taylor. Thanks for dropping in. Steve Stein. Sorry I missed you on Saturday. Jamie Minnick, how are you? Diana is in the house. And Tim is here. Hi, Tim. Thanks for joining us. All right, guys, I want to let you know your support last week was amazing after we had all that debacle going on and had to get our page back and our live feed and all that. You brought us 4.5 thousand views on the show on Thursday by hitting that share button and doing all that, from 78 the week before when we got shut down to 4.5 thousand. We appreciate it. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials. We're out there on whatever they used to call Twitter. I think it's X. Can I do that? Yeah. X now, all that stuff. We don't do much on there. Instagram, though, we do. We post some pictures of musicians and such, and Facebook, of course, and YouTube. We are out there on that one. Hi, Brenda Lee. Thank you for being here. Mike Roberts, yes. Join a cold beer on the deck. Yes. At the one and only Bell and the Bear. Tell everybody we said hi there at the Bell. Yes, sirree. Hi, Jamie. Jamie's walking in the park. You guys are I'm going to make this show short because we're getting outside. That's all there is to it. I've been outside a couple times today. It's nice out there. So let me get rolling here, guys. I want to let you know again about our weekly programming. If you're new to the show, we're doing something new on Fridays occasionally. We drop in a special edition broadcast. We had Aaron Thomas and his Aces High Iron Maiden group on with us last Friday. It was fun to have them on, and they had a big show on Saturday. And then, of course, on Thursday, we feature Who's Playing Out. That's the one you guys brought us the 4,000 plus views on. We appreciate that very much. And Wednesday with the band. Wednesday with the band this week, going to bring you 9404. They'll be in at noon on Wednesday with me. And then, of course, our Tuesday show, Hot Topic Tuesday with Karis and Scott. This week, Karis is on special assignment. Yeah, special assignment. If you know, special assignment. I need a co-host tomorrow. So if you want to be a co-host tomorrow, send me a message. I'm going to put it into a hat and draw somebody out and make them a co-host for Hot Topic. But you better have a hot topic. So be careful when you say yes, because I'm going to put you in the hot seat to have a hot topic tomorrow. I need a co-host. My co-host is out of town on a cruise. Not to mention, the Monsters of Rock cruise, which I'm extremely jealous about. Yes. What do we got? Hi, Carrie. Thanks for being here. Your pictures are fantastic. Been looking at those, Carrie, from all the events you've attended. Steve Short, thank you for being here. Hi, Tier. Thank you for dropping by. Crying Out Loud in the house. How are you, Crying Out Loud? Good to have you here. All right, let me get started with our week. And if you had somebody that you saw play over the weekend and you didn't get it posted on our call for that on the page, please drop it in the comments. Give them a shout out. Hi, Chris Coondog Cooney in the house. How you doing, Chris? Thanks for being here today. And, we really appreciate all of you that supported us in the last week or so with all that trouble we had with the Book of Face, and really showed me this community comes together for people. And it did not go unnoticed, people. If I missed you saying something about us and didn't respond to it, it's only because we were overwhelmed with that and trying to get our page back. But please know that every single one of them meant something to us. And we appreciate all of you for what you do to support this platform. So this week in music with us, Wednesday, we had Jonathan Grooms on the show. It was a technical train wreck. And that was not the fault of anything going on with the Book of Face or any of that. That was because of our neighborhood Wi-Fi issues, which I believe we all have corrected now. It looks like it so far. I'm knocking on wood again. But hopefully that's all corrected, and we'll be back to normal. So I'm going to get Jonathan back on the show at a later date because he is such a wealth of knowledge and such a nice guy. And I want to get him on here to chat with everybody. Wednesday night, I pulled off a 60s through the 90s trivia night at Crooked Handle. We had a blast with that. The crowd there, one of the best trivia crowds I've ever had. Just so welcoming, and they had so much fun with that. And we had a really good time with them. And I appreciate that bunch that was there. They're such nice people that work there. And it was just a great evening. And we had so much fun with it. And what's going on there, Dixie Roberts? Good to see you yesterday. Hi, Kara, you as well. All right. Let me get rolling here. Let's talk about some music. Like I said, we had Aces High on the show Friday at noon. And if you missed their show, like I did, because of other commitments and such, wow, what a show it was, I guess. Saturday night at the old, I keep wanting to call it River's Edge. That's not it. Riverfront Live. Yes, Riverfront Live. That's where they were. And it was a good one. There's Glenn's lineup. I'll pop that up there. All his stuff he went to see this weekend. And yeah, that was a good one at Mansion Hill as well. Star-studded lineup with Johnny Fink. Absolutely. And their 32 years or 34 years of Johnny Fink and the Intrusion. That's amazing. The longevity of that band. It really is. So I want to talk about our Friday night for a minute. Popped into a really cool little joint. It's called Rumble Seat Wine. It's in Centerville, Ohio. And one of Mrs. All Around Town's friends from high school actually owns it and runs it. It's an amazing place. Wine and beer only, but they have live music on Friday nights. And they had the Marthas, who I love the Marthas. If you've never seen them, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you have seen them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They are two wonderful ladies who play together, and Tony and Kathy, and they're just amazing. The amazing vocals, harmonies, and a list of songs that I'm going to give you these songs in a minute, because I'm going to read a bunch of them because I wrote them all down, because if you hear this list, you're going to want to go see them. unless you're 12. Okay, I'll say that. And these tunes were all packed into a couple hours. They didn't take a break. They didn't do, I mean, they just played straight through, and it was fun. Thank you for that. Mike says Mansion Hill was off the hook. Thank you. And Kara says Rise to Rain at Nikki's Tavern was very good. There we go. Yeah, Brian Scott, Jay Roy, and all those folks. That's good stuff. So let's talk about some of the Martha songs. Listen to this. I'm going to run through these like rapid fire, but you know, the old Looking Glass song, Brandy, Until You Come Back to Me, Aretha Franklin, Still the One by Orleans, Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, and the harmonies were spot on amazing on that one. Kodachrome, You Belong to Me, How Long by Ace, if you remember that tune. Lay Down, Melanie's song. People Got to Be Free by the Imperials. Keep You Running, the Doobie Brothers. Steely Dan in there. I'll talk about that in a minute. Old Man by Neil Young. Summertime. Chain of Fools. What's Love Got to Do with It? Tina Turner. He's So Shy by the Pointer Sisters. Black Horse and the Cherry Tree. KT Tunstall. Chucky's in Love. That was a good one. I like that one. Yes, Sean says the Marthas are really good. He's seen them before. They're incredibly talented, and they're such nice ladies. They are. And 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, A Big Yellow Taxi, Joni Mitchell tune, Jolene, the Bee Gees, How Can You Mend a Broken Heart, Dance With Me by Orleans, Rolling in the Deep, Respect by Aretha, and Minnie Riperton tune. Remember that tune that was featured in, I'm trying to think of the name of it now. Minnie Riperton, Lovin' You, in the Vegas Vacation movie where Wayne Newton's singing to Clark's wife and all that. They did that one and killed it, absolutely slayed it. Dancing in the Moonlight by King Harvest, one of my favorite tunes from the yacht rock era. How Deep Is Your Love, Best of My Love by The Emotions, Fleetwood Mac songs in there. But I want to talk about the venue for just a second. Hello, Kathleen. Thank you for being here. And Diana, thank you for giving that shout out for CFG and the family at the Bell and the Bear. And Hamilton family and street team were in attendance. I like to hear that, going over and supporting the Bell from Hamilton. Hi, Max. Thanks for dropping in. So let me talk about this venue, Rumble Seat Wine, for a minute. I want to give them a big shout out. If you've never been there and you like wine and you like really good food, because they have a very limited menu. It's not huge. Did some spinach artichoke dip, which was fantastic. Get it cold or hot. I'm just going to give them plugs here on their food. But we did this flatbread pizza. They've small and large, and the small was fine for two of us to split. And let me tell you, it had blue cheese, chicken, and bacon on it. This was the bomb. It was so good. And, you know, I'm a fat guy that likes to eat. So, yeah, it was good. And Irmela, the owner, Irmela comes from a musical family, first of all. She got up and sang a few tunes, sang a Steely Dan tune and all that, and did some great singing. She's a wonderful singer. She sang with the Marthas. But what I admired about Irmela, watching her in her place, and she used to be the former proprietor of a wine shop in Miamisburg that is now Jane's on Main. She sold that one and got out of that business there, and she moved this store to Cross Point Center in Centerville. And Irmela could teach a clinic as a venue owner on how to be a venue owner. There wasn't a table in that room she didn't visit throughout the entire evening. And not just say hi as she went by, but sit down or stand there and talk to the table and get to know the people. And you could tell she has many, many regulars. This is a place that, you know, people come in, they get their food, they get a bottle of wine or they get a glass of wine, and they sit and they enjoy the live music in her venue. And you could just tell she's got it going on. The people love her and she loves her customers. And she made it a point of stopping by our table and chatting for a bit, and just a super human being. And she knows how to run a business. You know, I'll say it. I'll just say it out loud. More bar owners could get off their ass sitting at the corner of the bar and go out and meet your customers, because that's what she did. She never sat down all night other than sitting with a table that had a chair open at it to talk to the people. So big high five on that one. And what a wonderful, wonderful night it was there. If you've got comments, guys, drop them. If you saw somebody play over the weekend, I'd like to hear from you too, if you didn't put it on our page already today. That was part one of Friday, because it was over at 9. It was like 7 to 9, 2 hours. And then we rolled on over to Mr. Burroughs on the way home and saw the Caitlin Davis band at Mr. Burroughs. Now, I feel bad. I did not write down any of their tunes. I was so captivated by this band and Caitlin Davis, the lead singer, who has an unbelievable set of pipes, sings like a songbird. And she did a really good job with this, and enjoyed being there a lot with them. And, you know, one thing I'm going to say, and this is not anything negative to Mr. Burroughs or any of that, because it happens all over the place. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Side Piece. Thanks for being here as well. When bands come from afar, and this band, the Caitlin Davis band, is not a band local to Springboro. They don't play that Springboro circuit all the time. And I see people go see the same bands. When I pop in, I see them, and it's great that you have loyalty to those same bands. But when you see something pop up that says debut here, like they advertise this show, you might want to go check them out, because they come from, like this band, I think Richmond, Indiana, and gosh, Oxford, Ohio, some of that. They come a long way to play. And it's very unfortunate sometimes that the crowd is not there for them. And it wasn't a bad crowd. It was a great crowd. People were into it, having fun, dancing, you know, getting into it and all that. But it should have been 500 people, because as good as this band was. And it's a shame that anytime, and there's a couple other bands that we feature on here, Missing November, they come from the Hillsboro area. And when they come to town, it's hard for the venue owner to get a draw, because they're just unknown, basically. They're not the same names you hear all the time bouncing around there. And Rick says, yep, Rick was there playing guitar and did a great job. And Richmond and New Madison area. Yeah, and it's a crying shame sometimes that room was not packed to the limit, because you guys were fantastic, Rick. Thank you so much. And Caitlin's got a great voice. Rick, throw in a comment, if you will, describe your style of music, because you guys were everywhere with your set list as well. And everybody that knows me talking here on a Monday knows I talk about that a lot, and set lists are important to me, and being able to be multi-genre, decades, those kind of things, is a wonderful thing to hear. And I heard 38 Special in there and all that. And hi, Rebecca. She says Texas is warming up. Well, it's warm here today. It's not going to last, but it's warm here in Ohio today. It is. And we like it. Gina McCann, thank you. I didn't see Roger's comment. I missed that one. Let me see it. Electric Indigo at Mansion Hill Friday. And Mason from CFJ plays. Okay. Wow. How about that? They were good. Far. They were on far. They were. And Rick says we try to play a little of everything to keep people up and moving, from Aretha to the Killers. Yeah, you were everywhere with it, and I loved it. So I can't wait to catch another one of your shows. And please pass on to Caitlin our compliments on her voice. Caitlin Davis Band, guys. After the show, go hit that little like and follow button on their page. Let's bang that out if we can, because it's important to follow these bands and see where they're at. And when I say I like a band, I mean it. I'm not just blowing smoke. Okay, I'm not, because a lot of people say, "Oh, you have good reviews." I don't really go see bad bands. I don't. I go see good bands, and this one was a great surprise because I'd never seen them before. So, like I said, should have been 500 people there to see them. It unfortunately was not, but, there were a lot of people there. I won't say it was dead by any way, shape, or form, but I got there a little late too. I didn't get there till about 9:30 in their set, and they play 8 to 11 at Mr. Burroughs. What are you saying, Michelle? For a retired guy, I'm everywhere. I wouldn't go as far as saying popular. You haven't been on my page in the last week to see how unpopular I was with some people. But thank you for that, Michelle. I appreciate it. All right, so that's it for Friday night, Caitlin Davis Band. Saturday was a take a night off night. Had other things going on Saturday night, had to deal with, and all that. So enjoyed a night of relaxation, so to speak. And again, I enjoyed Caitlin Davis so much, I didn't write down any of their songs, but I did write down some songs from our Sunday Fun Day and just happened to pop into Mr. Burroughs again for our friends from Eyes Up Here. And it was so good to see Brian back to doing what he does and does so well. Mike Roberts, Kevin Cooper, Brian Hanky Panks, as I like to refer to him. And they did not disappoint. They never do. They had a full house at Mr. Burroughs on a Sunday from 3 to 6. This place, there wasn't a seat in the place. Thank goodness some friends saved seat for me. That's all I can say. Eyes Up Here. Some of the songs they play. I mean, from the Monkees' Daydream Believer to Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard. Fastball by The Wave. If You Could Only See by Tonic. I mean, they're everywhere. You're So Vain, Sister Golden Hair, unbelievable stuff. No Sugar Tonight, Best of My Love, Seven Bridges Road, Best of My Love, Eagles version, not by the Emotions. Seven Bridges Road was their encore song, and you could have heard a pin drop at the place, and those boys spot on hit that thing like it was their business. Great, great job on Sunday afternoon. And that was just to name a few of the songs. This band takes all requests in their second set. And I mean, they take requests. And yeah, I got to apologize. I think I got Kevin into trouble. He and I were having a conversation, and Mandy was looking at him like, you need to get back up there and play. So I'm sorry for that, Kevin, if I got you in trouble by chatting with you for a minute. But it's always good to see our friends like Kevin Cooper, Mike Roberts there, Dixie Roberts in the house, and a whole bunch of other people who are having a great time at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. This is a band. If you're having a bad day, go out and see Eyes Up Here. Okay, go see them. They will brighten your spirits in a heartbeat. A wonderful bunch of people, and like I said, they could have played another 2 hours in there and kept that crowd. Honestly, that they were yelling encore, they were yelling everything for them because they had so much fun with them. And I hope Mr. Burroughs has them back soon, because the Sunday Fun Day is a perfect spot for them. And when you can fill a room on a Sunday at 3 p.m. on a beautiful day outside, you're doing something right. That was good. And that seems to be really working, especially at Mr. Burroughs. The early Thursday music, when they do it from 6 to 9, it's filling the room. And, people are like, oh, I can get home before school night early and those kind of things. So it's so cool. So Kara said they were amazing. I agree, Kara. They are amazing, and they're so much fun and really, really good. And yeah. And Rick said it was packed early, which was nice. And yeah, like I said, I didn't get there early to see you guys when you opened the show. So I'm glad it was. And, that's the thing, too, with people. You notice, don't ever take offense if you think, oh, the band lost a bunch of people when they started playing. If somebody's been there since 4 o'clock, typically they're not staying till 10 or 11. I mean, they sit and have a few drinks, dinner, and then they roll out. So that does happen. And yes, thank you. Thank you, Kara. I understand completely. So lots of fun this weekend. We had some good music. And if you saw some good music and you're watching this show after we're live, please drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. It is a wonderful day outside, so we're going to get out and enjoy some of that. And hi, Mary. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you, or your smiling icon there, at least. Thank you for dropping by. And guys, don't forget to support your local music community. Like I said, anybody we talk about on this show, please go hit that like button. And if you haven't liked our page, and so many of you haven't that comment, I see it. It tells me if you've liked our page or not. Please like our page. Get those numbers up. We had about 500 new likes last week alone. So we'll take it. We're moving our way towards 10,000, and we'd love to have 10,000 followers on the page. So if you want to help us out, hit the little invite button and invite some of your friends over and tell them what it's about. So I'm looking for a co-host for tomorrow. Message me on Facebook if you want to be a co-host. I'll pick a name and I'll message you back tomorrow. and we'll get the link set up. You don't have to be in the studio. All you have to be is at a phone or at a computer, and we'll get you on. I'd love to have you on the show. And Glenn said record number of viewers on YouTube. Well, hell yeah, we weren't on Facebook. It has to be. Glenn should sell YouTube stock. He should. He loves the tube of you. And I will say it's better quality. It is better quality visually and sound wise. And Mary said she saw Under the Sun for the first time. And you know, that's a band I've never seen. Mary, I've got to go see them. Yes. First time she's ever heard them as well. And, you know, you can talk to Jamie Minnick and people like that. They're huge supporters of Under the Sun. I know the Bell and the Bear loves it when they come there and play. There I am talking about the Bell and the Bear again. And I'm on a, hi, Jonathan Grooms. Hi, Mark. Thanks for being here. I am on a tear, though, against Karis this week because she is making me extremely jealous. She's with a great group of people on the Monsters of Rock cruise, and they're having so much fun. And Kara says, I must see Under the Sun. I know. I have to. The next time they come somewhere I can get to, I'm going. So please, you know, I've told Tom numerous times and all that I apologize for not being there yet. So, cue co-host tomorrow. Looking for one of those for Hot Topic Tuesday. Come up with a good topic and let's talk about it tomorrow. Wednesday with the band 9404 will be on the show at noon. And of course, Thursday's show, Who's Playing Out, brought to you by our friends at Froggies in Monroe. That comes up at 5 p.m. live. We call it Live at 5 every Thursday. And we'd like to have you join us then. That's all I got for today. Hell, we got it in under 30 minutes, people. Thank you so much. I'm going to go listen to some Sister Golden Hair and think of Eyes Up Here while I'm out on the patio. How's that sound? They did a great job with that. And I'm still moved by how they did Seven Bridges Road. It was so good. And so great to see Brian back at it after he was off with some health issues. And so good to see him back in the saddle and doing what he does best. He is one hell of an entertainer. And the band just clicks. They do. They're just fantastic. Mike Roberts, if you're still out there, thank you so much on the box, man. You did a great job, as you always do. And we got a good picture. I ambushed Mike for a selfie. I did. Thank you, Sean Cooper. Don't forget to visit Sean's place, Milano's, as well on a Wednesday night for live music. What's going on there? They're in Miamisburg or Miami Township, whatever you want to call it. We'll see you this week, guys. Get out and support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you. And before we do that, I missed it entirely here at the end of the show. And let me throw these up here. So we talked about the Marthas right there. That's the Marthas. Yes, Tony and Kathy, guys. And then we talked about the Caitlin Davis band on the show. And we talked about Eyes Up Here. There is their logo as well. So great bands. Go like them on the Book of Face. And don't forget our Name That Tune, the ever popular Name That Tune at Heather's on the Patio, opening a month early this year because of a big St. Patty's celebration in Springboro. She's going to have the tents early. So we'll be there April 3rd, kicking it off on Wednesdays every week through November. Name That Tune on the Patio. We'd love to have you join us for that one. Get a reservation because it fills up all 350 plus seats, guys. So thank you so much. Love y'all. Thanks for being here. Hope you had a great time. Quentin from Ladder in the house. Thank you for being with us. Mike, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. It was great to see you and talk to you on Sunday. We don't get to see each other enough, man. Rick, thank you so much. Tell your band thank you. We appreciate their playing on Friday night. It was a good time. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye for now.
Working for the weekend, then I want to see a show. I flip on the Book of Face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love.
Thanks for watching, everybody. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities that they represent. Thanks for watching today.